Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Denzel, and I recently completed my matric last year, and I had a few strategies in place that helped me get to, I would say that helped me achieve good results during my matric year. To the class of matric 2024, let's get into it. I have my notes reading down. So if you see me looking up and down, I'm not playing with my totology. I'm looking. Okay, no jokes. So my first tip is that, guys, first and foremost, you need to conceptualize, you need to realize that without God, prayer, and faith, you will not achieve anything. Like personally, the start of my matric year in 2023 wasn't good. Like from the onset, 1st of Jan 2023, there's this big factor that could have influenced the trajectory of how I take matric. From the perspective I take matric, for my performance, and ultimately into the results I would get at the end of matric. So that's when I realized that no, if I don't do this with God, I will fail. Genuinely, I would have failed with what was going on. Without God, I definitely would not have done it. I won't even lie to you. Guys, you need to do this with God. If you don't have God, if you're not praying, when you wake up, you need to pray. When you go to sleep, you need to pray. In danger, pray. When you're happy, you need to pray. And that goes the same thing with what you must do for your academics. You know, when you draft a to-do list to write what you're going to do for today, or what you're going to study for the day, from that point on, even preceding that point, I would have prayed. I would have said, God, please guide me, please help me in figuring out what I need to do for today and for this study session. Pray to have a next study session even greater than your previous one. So I can't even lie, this was the first on my list. God. You need God in your matric year, because God will not help you reach those targets that you want to reach without prayer. How must He know if you're not coming to His door? Let's have God. So this is an example. I did this for term 1, term 2, term 3. So I planned it with God. For English, Afghans, all of that, all the subjects I took in matric. And look, these numbers look high. They look very high, right? And I'll discuss why they're so high in my next point. Guys, you need incredible faith that I'll almost call it delusion. I was delusional. You see, the same way you're delusional about girls, you're delusional about money. You can also be delusional in the books. For example, English. For term 1 English, I got a 17, term 2 I got a 17, term 3 I got a 60. And I remember I had a conversation with someone. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a distinction for English, even though these numbers were showing it is my worst subject. But I had faith. I did not care, and as soon as that person told me that's not possible, I didn't cut them off, but I closed my ear on what they were saying, because God will and God did. So you need faith. This is point number 3. Faith without works is dead. Do you want to be the best? You need to work. And I say work, a lot of people say don't sleep late. A few late nights won't kill you. So then again, prioritize and keep in check of your health. You don't want to overexert yourself and lead to the hospital based on stress and anxiety. But a few late nights won't kill you. And then again, it goes back to my first point. I said if you involve God, it won't reach to that point. You will be able to manage your time. I used the 2-3-5-7 revision method from term 1 all the way until my finals, and I found that it worked best for me only if I committed. So you need commitments. You need to write down why you want these high marks. That's what I did. Why do you want these high marks? What are you gonna do with these high marks? How will these high marks help you achieve what you want to achieve? What will you do when you get the high marks? How are you gonna get the high marks? You need to plan, you need to this goal. Because if you don't have a reason, if you don't have something greater than, oh, I just want high marks so that it looks nice on my certificate, it won't happen. You need a driving force that's greater than the end goal. 4, failing to organize is planning to fail. When I say organization, you need to have alt lever files for all of the bombastic subjects that you have. So for me, my bombastic were maths, accounting, physics, and life science. So you have all your notes in one place. When it's time to revise, boom, alt lever file. I can go from term 1 to 1 and it will all be there. You don't want to be asking people, can you please send me the thing? Can you please send me you're being annoying, you're being a nuisance. Be a man, be a woman. Keep your things in check. Number 5. It's gonna be a little weird. It was also a little weird to me. But if you can get a vision board, even if it's a digital vision board or it's just boards you created on Pinterest, and pin pictures and ideas and inspiration into that board. My personal board, it had distinctions, it had hundreds in subjects, it was deep. I think I had 150 pins just on academics alone, so that whenever I'm feeling bad ever, I go and I got inspiration from that, but also by praying. I would pray, look at my board, and then I'd hop back in. And number 6, the matric extension lessons. Those lessons was one of my biggest regrets, because we'd had maths extension lessons, and I'd always leave early. I wouldn't try to look for alternative transport. My transport used to finish at 3 p.m. and I'd say, ma'am, I need to go. Even though the matric extension lesson, even though the lesson ended at 4:30, I wasn't as proactive in ensuring I stay in those extension lessons and trying to get the most out of them. But that's the extension lesson. Now when I'm talking about extra lessons, I know normally in the phase you feel okay, I'm gonna do extra lessons for maths, physics, for all of those subjects. But try to go to the extra lesson. But if you see you're wasting your time and you'd be more productive at home, genuinely leave. You should genuinely feel you need the help. But if you're coming there, you know the routine, and they give you practice problems, they're getting all of them right, it's time to go solo. Wow, I just realized my lips were dry. I hope they don't look dry on camera. The most valuable tip that I received that I feel like I can give you. So from grade 11 all the way up to I don't know, but in my report there was a column for your term 4 marks. It would be the exam, the marks you got in the exams that you wrote, and then alongside the marks that are for the whole year. These are your yearly marks. So from grade 11 I deep dived and I dissected each and every single one of the subjects and my performance, and I'd be hard on myself. I feel this is don't show yourself much for this, because ultimately it's going to aid to your advantage. So dissect each and every single subject. Dissect why you got a 90. Dissect why you got a 38%. Dissect why you got a 52%. Dissect why you studied for a 90 but you ended up with an 80. Dissect. Go deeper. But also in doing that, look for a way forward. There's no use beating yourself up if you don't have steps and solutions that you can take to ensure that it doesn't happen again. And continue doing this into term 1 of matric, term 2 of matric, term 3 of matric. Keep doing it until you reach your final exam. Also, this is an extra side note. I genuinely don't know how they calculate these final matric results. I genuinely don't know. They say in 75 exam, 25% SPAs, but it can't be. It can't be. It's not a one size fits all for all of your subjects, even to the candidate next to you. So you might find that the test you wrote in term 1 could have been the whole reason you got an 80. on the end of the year. So take every single test seriously. Number 8. This one is a bit shallow. It's vain, but make smart friends. A mutually beneficial relationship. Make sure you're both aiding. So while that smart friend is giving you tips and advice, like help them something. Maybe you might find you're better at English than they are. Give them tips. Help them so that they can help you. Number 9. Put your head down and work. So what I used to do, like I had a finster, right? I had a fin, like I would study. Like if I found myself I was having a late night, I'd just post a selfie studying just to show that, hey, I'm tough, just to show I'm a soldier. But every time I would do that, I would see that when I wrote the test and upon receiving the results, I did a lot worse. I'm saying go ghost. Hey, do not go ghost. Do not delete WhatsApp. Do not treat people like they're a nuisance, distracting you from your further goal. You're not that special, dude. You're not that special, my guy. I'm just saying that you don't have to announce and post these selfies that you're studying, that you're doing wada, because it's annoying. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. Like, people are all focused on their own goals, on their own targets, and you're just like being like a weirdo. Can't even lie. Now, when I say don't go ghost, a lot of people would delete WhatsApp and delete Instagram and remove profile pictures and put their phone on do not disturb on a Monday, 9 a.m. your phone's on do not disturb. Are you crazy? Humans are social. You're not meant to be secluded. I'm not saying, like, I don't understand people that do that. It's not gonna help. What helps is the work, not the distancing yourself from these people, from your friends and your family. It doesn't work. It's not right. It's lame. Have close relationships with your teachers. With your maths teacher, be her baddie. Your life science teacher, be her baddie. Your physics teacher, be her baddie. Joke with each other. Be serious, but keep you and them like this, because I feel like the closer relation you have with the teacher, I feel like that's the better you perform. Like, I can attest to that in accounting. Don't tell anyone, but I feel like with my accounting teacher, like every time we'd have a test or like something, she would be a lot more kinder in the way she mocked. Number 11, this is my last and final tip. I'm not the top of my class. I wasn't the top of my matric class at all, but I was in top 20 numerous times. I'm just saying that I'm not the highest candidate. I'm just trying to give you tips that I feel helps me, and I want to help you guys. So I also watched a lot of study YouTubers, like, for example, Doga Finton. He was doing GCSEs, Cambridge Curriculum, AS level, A level, but I feel like his habits and how he'd study, like, I adopted them. You can find more tips if you just look at these study YouTubers. Dissect what they're doing and picture yourself in their scenario. Like, it helps. It makes you believe that it is achievable, that all your goals are achievable. My last tip: past papers, guys. Past papers are your. I wouldn't even say friend. It's your lover. A past paper is your bad. It's your main chick. A past paper is a saving grace. It's guys, you don't know how blessed we are to live in an age where you can just Google a past paper from Limpopo, KZN, Western Cape. We are so blessed, guys. Past papers are your saving grace. But how you do past papers is the key. So don't just do one part. For example, maths paper 1, you just do a whole maths paper 1. You spend 3 hours just doing a whole maths paper 1. When you come to mark it, you're tired. You're just marking. You're not deep diving. You're not dissecting where you went wrong. That is shooting yourself in the foot, because you have an excellent study resource. You're not attaining it and using it to its full advantage. So for example, algebra. You see, NSC are dissected into 2023, 2022, 2019, 2018, 2017. Algebra, is like question 1. So I do a 2023 section of algebra, mark it, get right on the mark I got, deep dive where I lost marks, why I lost marks. Then I'd hop into 2022, mark it, deep dive where I lost marks, how I lost marks, why I lost marks. 2019, deep dive where I lost marks, how I lost marks, where I can get more marks. 2018, 2017. It will help you. It will genuinely help. My name is Denzel, and normally I don't do study content. Normally I want to focus more on the vlogs and aesthetic side of life. But I thought this could help someone. This could help a black boy, because my inspiration was a black boy back then that helped me get the marks that I got. Keep Kevin Math Science close. Mlungisi Nkosi close. Keep Simple Science close. The YouTubers are your best help. And your friends. You can't do this. Matric shouldn't be an isolated part of your academic journey. You need all the support you can get, from your teachers to your friends to your parents if you have that availability. But then again, don't let your circumstances affect your results, because it should never get to that point. You can, as long as you have God, and God is always there. You can do anything. You can do absolutely anything you want. Bye guys.